Hello and welcome back to Bytes of CSA. So you are here at the 7-day machine learning challenge where we will be learning one interview question every day, and you can just learn the answer to the question in just while you are commuting somewhere, or you are in between work, or you just have a little bit of free time. So welcome to the day 1, and the question of the day is, what is the difference between the test and the validation set? So ideally, when you get a data set for machine learning, you will be dividing this data set into 3 parts. The major part of the data set will be used as a training set, which you will be using to train your machine learning algorithm. And the two other sets will be, one will be validation set and the other will be test set. So depending upon the size of your data set, you will be actually dividing your entire data set into, say, 80 is to 20 is to 80 is to 10 is to 10, where 80% will be used for training, 10% as validation, and 10% for test set. Or it can also be like 70 15 15 and so on. So that's not a question actually. So according to the book Pattern Recognition and Neural Networks by Brian Ripley, this is the most concise definition of the sets given. So training set is basically a set of examples used for learning, that is to fit the parameters of the classifier. Now comes a validation set. So validation set contains a set of examples which is used to tune the parameters of a classifier. For example, to choose the number of hidden units in a neural network, or to choose the learning rate or the number of epochs. So basically, validation set is also used to finalize the model given the training data set. And then you have a test set where it contains a set of examples which is used to assess the performance of the fully specified classifier. That is when you are done with the learning and the hyperparameter tuning part and everything. So this gives an approximation of the generalization error on the data. So generalization error is what you get when you apply your machine learning algorithm on unseen data, that is your real life data, or the data which is a part of the population, but it was not present in your training set or the validation set. So validation set is used to test your data while training, and the test set is used to test your data when the training is complete. So the final answer would look like: the validation set is used while training a data set to adjust model hyperparameters like learning rate or number of layers if neural network is used. It is also used to prevent a model overfitting to the training data by early stopping the model when the performance degrades in the validation set. So when we compare between two model architectures, then also validation set is used for making decisions, whereas test set is used after the training is complete and we have decided on the model architecture and the value of the hyperparameters. The data contained in the test set is completely unseen to the model, and there is no data in common with the data in the validation set. This is used to evaluate the final model's performance on unseen data. This gives an unbiased estimate of how well a model generalizes. So you can screenshot this and always remember these parts which are highlighted, or which are actually which I have used a different ink. So this is the key points which you need to remember. So while training a data set, adjusting model parameters, so also prevent a model overfitting, and basically, as I said, that it is also used to fix the number of epochs. So number of epochs also is used to when to actually find that sweet spot between the model just fitting to the data without being an overfit or without being an underfit. So that is given by the number of epochs. So we adjust that number of epochs too. So that is to do to prevent a model to overfit. And when we compare the two models, architectures, we also use the validation set and not the test set. And in the test set, you will always remember that this is used after the training is complete. The data is completely unseen to the model, and there is no data in common between the data in the validation set and the data in the training or data in the validation set and the data in the test set. And this is used to evaluate the final model's performance, which gives a estimate of how the model generalizes. That is, it gives the approximate estimate of your generalization error. So that is all for today. Thank you for watching.